Assalamu alaikum, good evening, welcome to 9 PM English News. Prime Minister Communication ITU, the Prime Minister decorated the Secretary General of the International Telecommunication Union on mission in Djibouti on the anniversary in 2030 anniversary of our agreement. The second edition for peace walk. That was the headlines, and now welcome to the national news. The Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kam Mohammed has decorated in the National Order of 27 June to rank of Commander Mr. Hulne Ezau on the occasion of his visit to the country.
The Prime Minister, Mr. Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, has decorated in the National Order of June 27 to the rank of Commander Mr. Holing Zio on the occasion of his visit to the country. The lucky recipients have been leading to the ITU since taking office in 2015 and graduated from the Nanjing Institute of Post and Technology in China.
The Minister of Telecommunication welcomed in his office Mr. Hulne Ezau, the Secretary General of the International Telecommunication Union, to discuss and exchange views.
The Communication Minister in charge of the telecommunication post, Abdi Yusuf Suge, received in his office the Secretary General of the International Telecommunication Unit, Mr. Holing Zio. The two officials discussed the ways and the means of strengthening the relations between the two countries in the fields of the telecommunication and the ICT. The minister has welcomed his guests and had a pleasant stay in our country. In the end, both parties exchanges gifts. The Secretary General of the International Telecommunication Unit congratulated the officials of the quality of the telecommunication.
Then the Minister highlighted Mr. Hulne's visit. Please listen his speech.
I am very pleased to receive an important guest today, which is Mr. Holing Zio, who expressed his gratitude for being with us today in Djibouti. Knowing how busy he is, he also highlighted that Djibouti was the first country he visited this year due to its economic growth and rapid development of technology. As well as you all noticed, many investors are coming to invest in our country because of the peace and stability we share in Djibouti, and that justifies the presence of the Secretary General of the FME last year.
On the occasion of the 23rd anniversary of the peace agreement this morning, the second edition of this historic peace march in the region of Hala took place in the presence of high personality whose members of the government sensitized on the culture of the peace and consolidated the relations of independence, and it was also an opportunity to pay tribute to the politic and wisdom of President Gele. The participants visited the memorial to the Aba, a code followed by the peace march in which male and female young women walk a distance of 8 kilometers from the Aba hill return to the starting point. A large ceremony of the strategic review of the food security and nutrition to achieve the goal of sustainable development, which name Zero, held today in the Kamsk place and the mine of point discussed was the way to eliminate or fight against the malnutrition. The governor of Bam's speech denoted that this is because of the area delimited.
The situation is different. There's no one approach or template, so this is really a Djibouti process. It's not a WFP or United Nations process. And we just are here to provide whatever support, encouragement you might require. Second, I would just like to emphasize, as the other speakers have done, the importance of having a multi-sectoral approach. You can't achieve any SDG goal on its own. To make progress on zero hunger, you have to make progress on poverty, on education, on gender, on health. So a multi-sectoral approach is important. The SDGs are indivisible, as the resident coordinator emphasized, and that's why it is important to have a lead convener who can convene across sectors. Agriculture is important, but so is health, so is education, so is gender, and that's why the convening power of the lead convener across sectors is so important.
The Minister of Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mohammed Mahmoud, traveled to the area of Tujra in the days of Wednesday and Tuesday. The Minister was accompanied by the Minister of Decentralization and the local authorities, as well as the elected officials of the region. Then the Minister inaugurated a new school in the village of Puya at the foot of Mount Musa Ali. He has also offered a large consignment of food staves made of date, rice, sugar, flour, oil and other stabilized foods. On the international scene, the last 3 years on Earth were hosted on record. It is bad news for polar bear and for the planet as whole, where extreme weather events caused death and destruction in 2017. The UN's World Meteorological Organization, the WMO, said 2017 was indistinguishable from 2015 as the second or third warmest year behind 2016 and made 2017 the warmest year without an El Nino in record dating back to the late 17th century. That's it for tonight's news. Thanks for being with us and have a wonderful evening.